Hey everyone.
Hello, Cancer. Welcome to this space. Welcome to summertime. Welcome to this beautiful season. We are going to go ahead and jump into your reading, Cancer, Sun, Moon, and Rising placements. We are going to discuss the energies surrounding the new moon in your sign. Okay, so happy birthday, Cancer. For those of you who have a moon in Cancer, happy happy moon day, or happy moon, whenever that time comes around. All right, Cancer. For those of you who might be new here, or you're just kind of peeking in, trying to feel, whether this energy in this space is worth your time, or you're just trying to feel around to see, what messages resonate with you, whether it's on this channel or another. I read for both sidereal and tropical astrological charts. If you don't know what that is, I do kind of explain it in a couple of videos. I think it was a new moon video, but definitely check out, what sidereal and tropical astrology is. I'm not an expert on it, but I have knowledge of it. So I intend for this to resonate with both tropical and sidereal astrological charts, okay? But either way, in general, if you are a Cancer, Sun, Moon, or Rising, these messages are for you for the Cancer new moon phase. Please check your moon and or your rising placements for deeper resonance, okay? And we are going to talk about both spiritual and material aspects of your lives during this Cancer new moon phase, okay? All right, Cancer, let's just pull a few cards. I will do my best to not make this video too long, because I know they can run long. Ancestors, guardians, and protectors, what messages do we have for Cancer for this upcoming new moon in the season of Cancer? We have miracles, beautiful to see. So Cancer, during this new moon, especially for those of you who do have Cancer in your moon and or your rising placements, there are things that you do not expect. And I mean this on a positive note during this new moon phase, okay? So this is not the time to try to force things to happen, okay? Do what you need to do this season. Don't go overboard. Don't become obsessive or excessive in doing work towards something. If you've done the work, then you don't have anything to worry about, okay? If you planted the seeds, let the seed grow, okay? As long as you've been giving your responsibilities, your desires, the energies that they need to grow, you don't have anything to worry about. There are energies during this new moon in Cancer phase for the next 30 days where you will come across opportunities or receive messages either through email, through text message, phone call, in the mail. There will be opportunities, and it could be financial, it could be within your relationships, it could be new relationships, okay? It could be a travel opportunity, could be a job opportunity, career, a career change or a career move that you're going to make, or a career opportunity that you just either if you didn't see it coming, if it's not that, then it's more of you kind of saw it as maybe like a pipe dream or something like that. Not that you maybe you did give up on it, but there's something that you really prayed for that you probably just for laughs, you're just like, it'd be kind of cool to have that, and then that thing actually happens, right? I'm not saying it doesn't have to be to a T like that, but there will be some type of occurrence or multiple occurrences where you're not going to really like be able to comprehend. You'll be able to comprehend it, but it'll take a minute. It'll be like, how did this happen? You know, some of you guys may think like, okay, there's something more to this. Like, you might think that it's too good to be true. Okay. So I do see that. All right. Take what resonates, leave what does not. Cancer, sun, moon, and rising signs. I also want to let you guys know I'm not a fortune teller. Okay. So I'm not really here to tell you what's going to happen necessarily. I'm here to tell you what tools you have at your disposal and at your fingertips that you can utilize towards your success under any moon phase. But also, if there are messages that my ancestors or spirit guides or, the guardians and protectors that I have in my life are telling me you can expect under a certain moon phase, then that is what you can expect. Okay. But you have the choice to either take that opportunity or not. Okay. Whenever that opportunity presents itself. All right. Let's keep going. Cancer, sun, moon, and rising signs. Let's see. I'm going to pull, let's see. Oh, wait. I'm shuffling the wrong deck. We're going to pull 2 more oracle messages, you guys, and then we're going to jump into the tarot really quickly. Let's see. Cancer, sun, moon, and rising placements. And I really do feel like those of you who are Cancers in your moon, you're really going to feel this energy for sure. But also those of you who have Cancer in your rising sign, you'll definitely be feeling these types of energies, okay? Or you probably already are. Let's see, guardians and protectors, ancestors, thank you. What messages do we have for Cancer, sun, moon, and rising placements for this Cancer new moon energy this month, in June? Okay, purification and detoxification. It's time to release physical and energetic toxins from your life. So, Cancer, if there are any type of toxic relationships, toxic behaviors, either within yourself or maybe you're dealing with this with other people, you're probably starting to realize that you really don't want to spend time around certain people anymore. You may have this epiphany about somebody and you realize, wow, this person actually is using me, or they don't like me, or whatever it is that you're realizing. There could also be a toxic behavior as far as like how you eat, definitely making sure you take care of your body, Cancer, during this time, during this new moon phase, making sure that you're drinking water. Definitely drink a lot of water, drinking tea. Definitely making sure that you have, that you look into different herbs and any type of herb or vegetable that can help you detox. Yeah, and then we have diamond, value your self-worth. So you have garnet and diamond. So there's some type of energy here, Cancer, under the new moon where you're going to have to face yourself. You're going to have to face a lot of toxic behaviors within yourself. That can be a bit of a challenging time, okay? Others of you are having to face some things within certain relationships with other people. Okay. Yeah, for sure. So this new moon is definitely going to cause you to really pull yourself back into contemplation mode. Okay. Just really kind of facing yourself at this time, Cancer. So in order for you to boot out or get rid of bad behaviors or toxic relationships, it does, cause you to look at yourself. And some of you, you may have a hard time looking at yourself. Okay. You may have a hard time looking at your past and looking at the decisions that you've made, because it may, when you're forced to look at yourself, sometimes when we look at ourselves, we see things that we don't like. And that can be very, very challenging. So, if you feel challenged by or triggered by any, emotionally by anything that someone has said or done, or anything that you've said or done, when you do reflect on some things, really face that trigger. Okay. Really face that challenge within yourself. Okay. Because that is what's going to unblock a lot of roads towards your success. You know, that's where, you know, you will find these miracles as long as you are getting rid of these toxic behaviors and toxic people as well. Let's pull one more oracle message for you guys, Cancer, Sun, Moon, and Rising signs. Cancer, Sun, Moon, and Rising placements, ancestors, regarding this new moon in Cancer this month of June. Let's see, guys. Yep. Okay. So you have Ceres. You have Ceres, and it says self-care, wellness, and agriculture. So yeah, there is, some of you guys need to start going to a farmer's market. You guys need to start getting your produce from places where, you know that the produce is fresh. Okay. It's really, really important that you take care of your health at this time, Cancer, under this new moon. Okay. And you'd be surprised, Cancer. I will say, I will give my own, I guess, testimony. I don't know. It's my own experience really quickly. Before I started my spiritual practice, it all started around my physical health. Okay. It all started with me changing my diet and completely, you know, dismantling any belief that I had about what healthy was. Okay. So a lot of the times, sometimes it does start with how you change, how your perspective changes, or how much you are willing to change your perspective surrounding the physical things that you do, or the your perspective on your beliefs and how you do things. Once you're willing to change that about yourself, no matter who is there to try to make you feel stupid about what you're doing, right? And no matter who's there to doubt you or have a negative opinion about it, you have to stand firm in what you see and how, in what you feel, especially for those of you who have a Cancer moon. There are those of you guys really feel deeply about certain things, and your intuition is tugging at you and telling you, hey, get rid of this behavior or get rid of this person. You know, you just kind of like need to stop talking to them, or break up with this person, or stop talking to that friend, stop talking to that family member. Or, you know, some of you guys may be told like, hey, you need to break up with your romantic partner, okay, because they're toxic. And you may have been, you know, putting up with their BS for a long time, and now is the time under this new moon to let them go, because they are causing a lot of blockages in your life. All right, guys, let's go ahead and pull 3 tarot cards for you guys. 3 tarot cards for Cancer, Sun, Moon, and Rising signs. But I do see that this new moon in Cancer is looking to bless you. Okay, guys, it's looking to bless you. It's looking to help you guys think outside the box. It's wanting you guys to free yourselves from something, from a relationship, from a job, from a thought pattern, okay, from a belief system. It wants to free you. And also, this is a good time to cleanse your house. So guys, if you guys have any type of clutter, anything that you need to clean, dust, organize, please get that done. If there's some things in your home that you don't need and you're just kind of holding on to it just in case maybe in the future you'll use it, no, just give it away or get rid of it. Okay, or recycle it. Just give it away. You have also, I'm getting, what I just heard is you have to have faith that you are powerful enough to attract new opportunities. So if you because it all boils down to your self-esteem. So if you feel like, well, I have to hold on to this relationship because there's nothing new that's going to come in for me, I'm not going to be blessed in this area in my life, nothing's going to change, well, that is what is blocking you. All right, Cancer. Oops. Sun, Moon, and Rising signs for this Cancer new moon energy. What messages and blessings can Cancer expect? Okay, you have Temperance, you have the Wheel of Fortune, and you have the King of Cups. Yes, this is all about emotional maturity. This is all about spiritual growth. Definitely spiritual growth, having learned some valuable lessons on an emotional level. Okay, that is not going to be easy for you, Cancer, especially when there's breakups involved, or even when you see that you need to break up with someone because they're toxic. It doesn't have to be romantic. It could be a family member or a friend. That can be very difficult to come across. But over time, you have the Wheel of Fortune, so there are blessings here. But I also see the Wheel of Fortune as time passing. There's been time that has gone by. Okay. And depending on the decisions that you've made, this wheel will either bless you or it will trample you, Cancer. So be very careful with the people that you are affiliating yourself with. Be very careful with the people that you are trying to offer help to, because you might be getting mixed in with some karma that you don't want to get mixed in with. Okay. You may also have, some of you guys might be very creative with the Temperance card here, but we also see this as reconciliation. So you might have somebody that you want to reconcile with, and it's been a long time since you've talked to this person, but at the same time, there's some emotional maturity here that is needed in order for this relationship to move forward. And then we have the Queen of Cups. That's you. Whether you're masculine or feminine, doesn't matter. You guys, again, there is some emotional healing that needs to take place if you guys are looking to reconcile with somebody, or if someone's trying to reconcile with you. Yeah, there's justice. Let's go ahead and clarify these cards really quickly. But there's something here regarding, like, I don't know, it could be the court system, but there's something, again, the Temperance card I see as balance. So in order to bring things into balance, there are things that need to be brought in and there are things that need to be tossed out. Okay, Cancer, you can't just, for those of you who may feel like, you're pushing too many things away and you just put up a wall and you're not allowing any type of love in, well, that you can't expect balance in your life if you're pushing too many good things, if you're pushing good things away. But if you're bringing in too much of something and you're not willing to get rid of things, and that's just both, on a physical and a spiritual level. If you're buying a bunch of things and collecting things in your home and you're not willing to get rid of things in order to make space for the new things that you're bringing into your home, well, you're bringing a lot of stagnant energy into your home. Okay, let's go ahead and clarify these cards. Cancer, Eight of Swords, clarifying the Temperance card. Yeah, so there's something here regarding wanting to reconcile with someone, but there is like not really knowing what to do about it. You're just kind of stuck in your mind about it. Okay. Somebody is stuck in their ways. Someone is just, someone doesn't really know what to say. We have the Seven of Swords. So again, there's something, if there's some type of reconciliation under this Cancer moon, you guys, I just don't really think that there is enough honesty. Either you or this person don't really want to be honest with each other about how you really feel, so this can't really move forward. Okay, you could be dealing with someone who has Aquarius in their chart, and then you have the Nine of Wands clarifying the King of Cups. So you or this other person are just moving forward. You've been hurt or they've been hurt within this relationship, and again, it doesn't have to be the other person all the time. It could be you as well, Cancer. So again, like I was saying earlier in the reading, point the finger at yourself if this is you. Okay, make sure you really sit down and contemplate on whether this is you or not. But there is needing to move forward in balance, okay, with the with love in balance, because this is Venus with the Libra card of Justice. Bottom of the deck, we have the Eight of Pentacles. You still have work to do. So regardless if this reconciliation works out or not, okay, this is definitely somebody that you've known from your past, maybe since you were a kid. Maybe this is a sibling, maybe this is a parent, maybe this is a romantic partner, an ex, I don't know. But whoever this is, it's really, if you do end up moving forward with this person, you guys are going to have grown and matured a lot. Okay, and that's really awesome. Others of you, not so much. You're just going to move forward and just be stronger and the wiser for it, and just kind of move on with your life. Okay, but overall, there are miracles here for you guys, whether it's within this reconciliation or without it. Okay, so for those others of you, there's a past where you wanted to reconcile with someone, but you just really didn't know how, or the other person didn't know how. There were some thoughts and, beliefs that were kind of hidden. Someone wasn't really being honest with the other person. Someone wasn't really saying what they really needed to say or what they wanted to say. And it's kind of gone on for a while. But now, you can either move forward with this person. But again, in order to move forward with this person, there has to be emotional maturity. There has to be, you know, emotional awareness. Okay. And the ego has to be tossed out. Okay, guys. So just remember that. But I do see a lot of blessings for you guys under this new moon, whether it's financial or spiritual or within a relationship. I do see growth here if you guys choose to embrace that. All right. Much love and light to all of you. I wish you guys the very best of luck on this journey. Stay safe, stay healthy, and I hope to see you guys in your next reading. Bye, guys.